bro, he took the whole door off. The whole door. The whole freaking door. Like, take the closet door too. So now I'm packing my shit because I don't want to be here. I refuse to get treated like this. I refuse.
I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok. Let's watch and discuss about this.
Bro, I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. My whole life. Bro, I'm so over this. I have no respect in this household. No respect. Oh, because I don't pay bills. I don't pay bills. My brother want to treat me like shit. I can't have no privacy in my room. None. Bro, this is not the first time my brother done this to me. I'm sitting here trying to have freaking privacy, bro, and I wanted to be by myself. I came from work yesterday, wanting to be by myself. Don't want to be bothered. I know people have moments like this. And bro, I can't even get that. I said I don't want to be bothered right now. He's gonna tell me, oh, open the door because... Open the door or I'm gonna get the key and open it. Like, bro, what? This is not the first time he's done this and it feels uncomfortable. As a girl, bro, I know that feels uncomfortable. And I'm telling him, I'm like, please just respect me, bro. Can I just have the key to my room? He's telling me, oh, and then I said to him, this is what I said, and then he got mad. I said, oh, you wouldn't like if somebody did that to your wife. You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like if her brother did that to her and she told you that. He's gonna get mad and say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take off the door. I'm gonna do this. You don't pay no bills in here. Da 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 da. And bro, deep down, bro, that's not fair. And then my mom is gonna jump in. She's always criticizing me and making me seem like I'm crazy. I'm all this stuff. I have demons when no, it's just built up anger. My own mother told me she wished she threw me away. Like, what mother says that? What? Now they want to call 911 on me because of this. Bro, this is built up anger in me, which nobody understands and nobody gets. No, I don't want nobody to baby me like a fucking child. I'm an adult. I don't need that. Okay, I crave love from my mother, which every person in this world does, and I literally can never get that, ever. And then my brother don't even care about me. He never used to knock on my door, so why are you knocking on my door now? And then, bro, he took the whole door off. The whole door. The whole freaking door. Like, take the closet door too. So now I'm packing my shit because I don't want to be here. I refuse to get treated like this. I refuse to get disrespected. And my mom talk about oh, I'm gonna bring you to the hospital. I'm not mentally ill. Like, what? Talk about this is what she deal with in freaking the hospital. Bro, okay, Ian, I'm not. Nobody sees my point. I'm just this miserable, disrespectful person, which I'm not. And I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of being quiet. I'm sick of being nice. I'm sick of pretending. I freaking hate it. Nobody sees my hurt. Nobody. I hate, bro. This is annoying. And then I'm asking her, oh, do you think it's fair? And no, it's not fair. She literally not agreeing. She's staying quiet. She's a girl. I'm talking about his wife. She's a girl. Like, what the hell? You wouldn't like that. And she be coming in here talking to me like we're buddies. Bro, you wouldn't like that. Like, what the hell? You wouldn't like that, bro. You wouldn't. This is so unfair. I'm sick of this shit. Bro, he's literally treating me like a child. A child. I'm not a child. Like, I'm your sister, bro. I'm literally 21. Let me have my own privacy. That's all I was asking for. But no, because he's so ignorant and miserable and a piece of shit, that's what he is, bro. He's not gonna see my point of view. And this shit is eating me alive. This shit been eating me up yesterday because it's clearly not the first time. I wouldn't just get mad out of nowhere. Like, what are you talking about, bro? And I literally came to you and I asked you nicely, but no, you want to be so ignorant and so mean, which you are. Like, he never cared about me, bro. I've been going through shit my whole life, bro. You never checked on me nor knocked on my door to say, oh, Pinky, how are you doing? Oh, I miss you. I haven't seen your face. Where is all this coming from? Like, you never used to do that. Like, leave me alone. This is why I don't come around y'all. My mom talk about oh, you stay in your room away from everybody, da da da, because I don't want to be bothered by y'all. Y'all are not good people at all.
In light of this video, let's talk about siblings relationship, which is also a thing, you know. And most of the time, when I refer to challenges in families, I emphasize so much on Black African families because I am from one of those. These are the things that I grew up seeing. If I didn't see them or they didn't affect me directly, they affected my neighbors, they affected people. I had to deal with people on a daily basis who had gone through stuff, And I even had neighbors who could fight and call the police on each other. So if this is also your experience and you are not Black, I would want you to let us know what you think about this.
Yes, we can definitely talk about it because you definitely took the words right out of my mouth. I even said this to my mother the day it happened. I was like, yo, I feel like, because it wasn't the first time, right? So I was like, yo, I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with my big brother. I literally said those words to her because that was legit the first time I ever stood up for myself, right? Even though it's happened multiple times, like literally. And it's like it never changed. And it's like you don't want to believe that your brother is a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to believe that, but it's like you legit have to. You legit have to, right? And it's like nobody, I'm not gonna say anybody believed me, but people were shocked that it happened because they were like, y'all are so close. If you don't go to a family function, he's not gonna go. And if he doesn't go to a family function, you're not gonna go. And that's true. Like, we were very close. But at the same time, when he got upset, he was putting his hands on me. And it would make me sad because it's like, damn, I still have to live with you. So it's like I have to walk on eggshells. You know what I mean? It's when I was younger, it was like when I was in high school, I remember going to high school sore because my brother jumped on me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I remember that. I remember that very vividly. And then too, to even go even further, it's like women wonder why these women stay with these abusive men, right? And it's like, well, that's what they dealt with growing up in their brother. You know what I'm saying? So when I get with an abusive man, it's just like almost like it's normal. You know what I'm saying? Because you grew up with that shit, right? You grew up with people not believing you. You grew up with people not protecting you. You grew up with your family saying, oh, well, that's still your brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it fucks you up. It fucks you up, right? And I get it. Like, nobody wants to believe that your brother would do something like that. Somebody so close to you as your brother. Nobody, because your brother is supposed to be your protector. Your brother is supposed to be protecting you from the people that do this, right? But not even realizing.
It has brought in a very important aspect to this conversation. Speaking of women who endure abusive relationship because of how they were treated by the brothers is very important. It's key for us to understand that it's deeper than just being in the same house, sharing plates, sharing whatever you share as siblings, sharing mothers, fathers. It tells how you're going to respond even with the woman that should be in your life. So when you speak about siblings rivalry, we are not just speaking about brothers and sisters, we're also speaking about it in all aspects. If you had a sister who was so narcissistic, if you had a brother, if you had brother on brother, sister on sisters, this is not about mothers. You have gone so much no contact with mothers and blame them for many things, but now can we also blame them for this? Let's wait and see.
Growing up, my older sister bullied me really, really badly. Like, tormented me. Like, for example, she once pushed me down and shoved my face into something disgusting when I was 6. And she refused to listen when I said no or stop. But whenever I told on her, I was just told to, stop fighting or to just ignore her. She never got in trouble, other than her name being said loudly and sternly. So I stopped telling on her. I defended myself the only way I knew how. I lived by the policy, if someone hurts you and they won't stop, hurt them worse. And that's what I did. Every time she hit me or scratched me, I did it back, just harder. Anytime she said something hurtful, I said something worse. The only way to get her to leave me alone was to treat her worse than she treated me. And of course, as one would assume, I always got in trouble for that. No one would listen to me. I was always told that, I went too far and I should have ignored her. But ignoring her did not help the problem. And now, as adults, I don't speak to her or my family. I'm labeled as difficult, angry, hateful, rude, all because I tried protecting myself when no one else was protecting me.
I have a question right here. I just want to echo the question that was asked before this conversation started. Is it right to call the police on your sibling? Is it right to call the police on your sister, on your brother, is it right to do it? And if not, who should protect you from an abusive brother or sister, an abusive sibling? Who should protect us from that?
I don't know how much mistreatment y'all just expect black women to put up with, but it's about time that black men start seriously reevaluating the way they navigate the world, because black women are no longer subscribing to the belief that we shouldn't call the cops on black men when they hurt us. We're no longer subscribing to the belief that we shouldn't use the law to hold these men accountable for their actions. The next time one of you fucks up, we're putting you on a t-shirt, or we're gonna call the cops and let them do it. And that's a promise.
I definitely feel like this is true. I had to call the police on my own fucking brother, because he put his hands on me, mushed my head into a wall, and was just enraged and acting crazy towards me. And he told my family, he said, I was wrong for putting my hands on her, but she shouldn't have called the police because of what police do to black men. Well, maybe you should have kept your goddamn hands to your motherfucking self then. Or maybe you should learn how to control your motherfucking emotions. I never expected my first encounter with the police to be with my sister. I never expected my brother to put his hands on me, but look at here. You know what I'm saying? Look where we at. The fuck?
And let's go in and talk about how narcissistic siblings are the biggest enablers when it comes to all of this abuse. They could sit there and watch their sibling be abused and not say a thing, not do anything to help their sibling. They could go and ask their sibling, what exactly is the issue between you and our dad? What's the issue between you and our mom? That scapegoat child will give you a laundry list of things that the parent has done to them. And they'll say, our dad, our mom has done X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, from A to Z of things that the parent has done. And this is how it has made me feel. And you know what they do? This is what that narcissistic child hears. Oh, wow, you know what? Maybe the parents really are abusive, because I definitely could see the parent doing something like that. But you know what? No. I can't be on their side, because if I'm on their side, then that means that the narcissistic parent is going to hurt me too. And I'm too much of a weak coward to have that happen. So I'm going to just stand on their side and shun them. It's ridiculous. It's pathetic. And what happens is that the narcissistic siblings do so much to enable the abuse that the scapegoat child feels like they're going ballistic, just feels like they have nobody on their side. Their parents are abusive. They go to their siblings for help, and even their siblings don't do much for them. So when you see that the scapegoat child has gone no contact with some of her narcissistic siblings, understand that it's probably the same reason as to why she has to cut off her parent, or he has to cut off their parent, because the abuse was not going to stop. You see, as long as the scapegoat child is around, everybody else in the family and the narcissistic cult system can sit up there and act like everything is all fine and dandy and the problem is here. And that's exactly what, they just dump it all onto you. And they want you around just so that they don't have to deal with their issues, so that they don't have to look in the mirror, so that they don't have to face the reality. Let me tell you something. It's because they don't want to face reality. They don't want to face the fact that their parents are abusive, that their parents are sadistic, that their parents are narcissistic. They don't want to face that. They don't want to face that reality, because then it's going to make them have to self-reflect and look at themselves and think, did I pick up some of these qualities? Am I behaving the same way? Am I repeating the same pattern with my children and my marriage? They don't want to do that. They don't want to face the reality. But the scapegoat child is bringing the reality to everybody's face.
If you grow up in a narcissistic family system, the likelihood of you having a relationship with your siblings may be low. This is because siblings aren't taught to be emotionally intimate or have a healthy relationship from their narcissistic parents. What tends to happen is actually the opposite. They are pitted against each other through the use of competition or comparison. If the siblings have a relationship or they see like they're getting close, that is actually a threat to the narcissistic parent. So this is why some siblings who grew up in these narcissistic family systems where one or two of the parents were narcissistic may be estranged or may not have a good relationship. So if you grew up in a narcissistic family system, do you have a relationship with your sibling? Are you repairing the relationship? Are you estranged from your sibling? Let me know.
We can go on and on speaking about this, and one thing that I want us to do is be the change that you'd want to see. Those watching this video, kindly share this video. Let's help each other. Let's end the traumas in our families. Sorry for those who are going through this. And I am from a family of 12 children. I understand what siblings rivalry can mean. And some in families where they just girl children, like all the children are girls, it's more of jealousy and things like competition. They become so competitive, and things that happens are really deceptive. I agree with the creator who spoke of. If children come from a narcissistic family, their chances are that their relationships aren't going to be strong. I can tell that really it is true. So it's back to parents to know how they raise their children. If you decide to get children, make sure you also have time to spend with them and educate them so that they don't become frustration to you and to each other. It's so humiliating to say that your children are fighting each other and you raise them. So it's not a good thing. So parents, it's back to you. Take responsibility in your hand and teach your children. Let's not get family matters into the hands of the police. I feel like it's the failure of the parents that can end up, families issues can end up being handled by an outsider. And not even to speak of an outsider, a police for that matter. So really, there is something to do, some work to do, and we can do better. Thank you for watching to this extent. I appreciate and love you. Until we meet again. Goodbye for now. Appreciate you.